Hey guys, welcome to the Retro Gaming Junction. This is Camilio and we're live on Twitch pretty much every day at 8 PM Eastern Time. What's happening? Continuing a game of Ultima 6. Okay. So I looked up a couple of things between streams because I was looking for a mage and I didn't know exactly how much was the maximum number of NPCs and all that stuff. So the maximum number of characters is like every other Ultima. I should have known it's 8. It's 8, but none of the NPCs that you can pick up in the game are actually mages. There is no mage in the game. There's thinkers, there's druids, there's a shit ton of bards, there's a couple of paladins, and other stuff. Like Blaine is well, it doesn't say it in his stats or anything. Blaine is a jester, so it's weird. You know it by their sprites, apparently. So if I got another paladin, it would be the same sprite as Dupree. So I looked up some of the characters I want, and some of the characters that I want are some that I put in my like I tried to get, and I looked at their stats and I was like, those are shitty stats. But apparently they were not so much. Like Gweno is a good character to pick up. I'll go pick her up soon, and Gina, I think, or something like that. Yeah, 2 other characters I need to pick up. That I don't need to pick them up, but I will pick them up. It'll be much easier. And we were going back up here. Just fight, guys. I trust you. There you go. Oh, it's B. I wasn't sure for that. It's B the button to enter exit combat. Okay. I want the map of this dungeon. Just go east. That's it. Oh yeah, some of the items. Because I was confused, like this. What the fuck is this? This actually helps me go in there, so YOLO will not get damaged. And this is, I can buy these in U, so we will buy a bunch of swamp boots for everybody. And there's something else that I learned that was quite important. Well, I know what this does now. This negates magic. It's really good and powerful. So I should keep it. Anyways. So, fuck it. Now I do casts. Oh no, not dispel magic. A no one. Cast. Mass dispel. Location? I don't know. Here? Did I get touched by it? I didn't. Awesome. Okay, we need to go talk to someone. What's his name? Oh, I wrote all that down. Karina the Gypsy is looking for Penumbra. I know where Penumbra is, so. Get Bavinski from Manrel. Yeah, Manrel? Not sure. Woohoo! Hey Baze, good evening. Let's exit this so I can sleep. Oh, the fields that I removed are removed. This is the best, by far. This is actually a really good game. I would highly recommend it. This is all the other Ultima in a better form. The only problem is the low field of view. Like the amount that I can't see, it's like I'm too zoomed in. But if you compare this to even like Baldur's Gate 1 when it came out, 640 by 480 resolution, or 800 by 600, maybe it was 800 by 600, but you were so zoomed in, it was pretty awful. But it was easy to look around. Now I can't look around unless I go there. And I figured, like, it looked like I saw more. How many tiles do you think I see from here to here? Like how many of these tiles? Quickly like that, I wanted to say like 5 or 6 or something, but it's like it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all you see, and maybe a part of 5, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. Even though this looks like a fucking rectangle. That's because the game is in the 240 by 420. 240 by 320. Yeah, and then stretch. The game is actually much smaller. Like if you look at the map, it's super quick to get from town to town. Towns are big on the map because when you enter a town, you don't enter a town like in the other Ultima. The town, or this is the world, this is the overworld. So when you look at a map like I had like a great map. I saved it on my computer, but I wanted to show you. Is it this? Yeah, it's this one. Okay. Oh fuck, what the fuck? Full map, full scale, half size. Let's go full scale. Holy shit, it's so huge. But this is not even what I saw the last time. It was so much better than this. Anyway, it's literally this map. Somebody went around and just screenshotted every single tile and then did the big collage. It's pretty impressive. So I can use it to easily like look into a town. Like if I'm in a town and I'm looking for a tavern, if I have a bad memory like myself, or if I don't map stuff, which I hate doing, well, it's very difficult to remember Like, where am I in the town right now? Okay, I'm looking for Mayor. Fuck. Mayor. Maybe this guy can help us. Maybe he's the guy. Rob. Manrel. I would think he's in this town. Oh. Can I talk to you? No. Talk about Baven? Have you been to visit my cousin's grave? Yes. You wouldn't be wanting the key? Yes. Okay, you can have the key. But you have to take these flowers and leave them there. Daffodils were always his favorites. It's too bad I couldn't find any. Yes, daffodils. Okay, so these things and the key. But the general gameplay is exactly the same. They simplified a couple of things, like tweaked things, but the top-down view is the same thing, you know, the people following you is kind of different. The combat is very similar. You move, you attack in diagonal. Goes faster because your character can actually do things themselves. So yeah, it's like it's like Ultima 1, 2, 3. Like 1 was fine, I guess, as a game that I would recommend. Like right now in 2022, I would put it at like a 6, like just above average. And even then, I mean, it should be it's an average game all in all. Ultima 2 is in 2022, it's barely playable. So it would be like a 2 or a 3. Ultima 3 is a bit better, but the grinding is awful because the grinding is a little less crazy in 2 because you're only your character, so you move around, you attack, you gain XP, that's it. In the third game, you have multiple characters. I think it's the 8 character thing, and then you have to level all these characters, and it's just like fuck that. And so it's like a 3 maybe if you don't mind the grinding. Then Ultima 4 is actually like a playable game, but it's still very obtuse. I think it's kind of boring. There's nothing really to it. It's super boring because among all the Ultima game, it is the less like trolly, like stupid, like jokes or Easter egg stuff. Like Ultima 3 has a lot of those. Ultima 2, there's so little text and stuff like that in 1 and 2. So, but in 2 and 3 they started doing jokes like Hotel California and stuff like that. And in 4, it's Quest of the Avatar, so it's like the goody. So there's less jokes. It's kind of taking itself very seriously. But it's still a big upgrade from the 3. And then 5 5 is actually what this should have been. Like 5 is so close to 4. It's, for me, it's not very memorable. It's like 4 but better. And then you have this game, which is like a huge upgrade compared to the other games. We still need to go left, so we need to do this again. Okay, now do a little like cast mass dispel here. No, no, they don't end up all in space. The first one, the second one, and then after that, I think they stopped doing the space thing. Yeah, I don't think there's space in the third game. There's definitely planets in the second game. You go into planets. Like, planets is a huge thing in the second game. It's weird. The second game is weird. The third game is where the map starts to look like all the classic Ultima map, and like characters and towns will talk to you a little bit more. It starts to look more like a game. It was actually here. Oh, there's a guard here. I don't want to attack him. What's that? That's not a guard. What the fuck is that? You see a mage. Oh, and apparently karma will go down. Oh, there's a way to see karma. So yeah, let's do that. Alt and 213. Alt 213. Alt 213. No. I guess this version doesn't work like that. Alt 213. Why is there a sword on the ground? Is he shooting swords at me? So if somebody has a face like that, that means that I will lose karma if I attack this guy. So we have enough XP. We're not gonna go into combat mode. I'm gonna open up this. One gold nugget, one gem, and the rune of honesty. I'm gonna leave everything there, and should I just like drop this here? Okay guys, move with us. Fuck that. No, that's down. So yeah, even if they attack us, the animals, I can only attack animals that attack me first. But if I attack somebody who has a portrait, so apparently that mage would have been okay, that other thing would have not been okay. Don't ask me why. So let's try that Alt 213 again. No, it's not working. Do I have to press all these things at the same time? 2, 1, 3? No. 2, 1, 3? Oops. 2, 1, 3. That's all 2, 1, 3. I don't know, maybe this version they removed it. Would have liked to know. I think it's high. I mean, I've been doing the good things. Do you need a character map to play this game? A character map? What do you mean? This should work for everybody? Yeah. A character map. Okay, so we have the room. No, it's just like that. It's a cheat, kind of, to see the karma. And online it says you have to press Alt 213, but it's not working. So I don't know what a character map is. Unicode symbols. No. No. You need to know like what to press, but everything is here. I can use this to attack, but I never use these. You never see me press these things. I press R to rest instead of pressing this. So my mouse is always just hanging there. I use it to like click on stuff in the inventory. That's where it's the most useful. Oh, I learned that tab opens up my inventory. So if I'm like this, tab, I need to double tap it. F1 opens up the inventory of my characters. 1, 2, 3 switches solo mode for every one of my characters. Anyways. Where do we need to go now? The rune. Where's the shrine? I can just teleport to the shrine. Okay. Shrine of Honesty. Yeah, just teleport there. Use. You have to have a lot of stuff opened up. At least the manual. I have other things that are just more useful than the manual. Okay, so when you're in front of the Shrine of Honesty, I can just use this on this. The mantra of honesty is AHM. Yeah, the character map is like yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't understand why I would need this to play a game. Imagine that. That would be more like Ultima 1 or some of these fucking Star Trek games. Get the Moonstone. Save the game. Let's see if there's some things to shoot, to attack. So, remove that, put this, and put a shield. Oh, I don't have any. Move this onto me. Equip it. Also put a shield on. Can't carry. Okay, we need to be more physical against the gargoyle, I think. Because the time I tried, it wasn't working great. Let's save. Did I kill the ones around here? But I didn't have the... Huh, doesn't seem to be any... Whoop, 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 whoop. Talk north. Hi. Talk north. Oh my god, you need a shirt that says Talk North. Oh my god. Only some people will get it. Like 5 years ago I would have gotten it. I would know what it, I would be maybe, like, if I think about it. Oh, we need to do this. Oh, everything is on manual now? Do I want that kind of control? Yes, I do. Okay, so Dupree is here. That doesn't do anything. And I couldn't move up in front. Like, that's so stupid. I couldn't go there. Even though this is not part of the gargoyle sprite. I think it's so confusing. Oh no, it's because I'm... rear, no. Berserk. I should know what these do. But I think Berserk is actually the better one. I think Berserk, they all attack the same or something like that. No, that makes no sense. Or the most powerful one. Assault. No, you want to be rear. Assault. Front. Come in. That's fine. Okay, Dupree. I can't move right. So I guess there's something there. Not sure. So Dupree is actually really hitting him hard. Oh, he's down. Yeah. Oh, I'm back. Oh, I'm down again. Is Dupree on command? Whoops. What's Dupree doing? Okay, he's coming, he's coming. There you go. When I move on my character, they just move out of the way, which is really nice. Yay! Is everybody dead? Let's save the game. If I try to rest, yeah, so everybody's dead. That's a good way to know if there's somebody in here. Okay, so look. Oh. Move this. Oh, that's all there was? Throw a bunch of throwing axes. Pretty shitty stuff. Okay, so we're gonna move here. Dupree, which is the one with the most ill. It's going to 24 out of 42. 19 out of 32. Oh, let's go with Blaine. Get the boomerang. The helmets, the boomerang. And not the shield. Definitely these things. And we're good. I guess the leather armor might be good to sell. Party mode, save the game. What does that do? Never seem to be doing anything. Okay, let's go back to Britannia first. He decided to write a poem during the fight. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I need to open up this. Not Britannia. I know how to get to Britannia. So what about the mouse? Can we get it back? So apparently the cheapest rations is rolls, and you can buy them somewhere in this town. Again, I'm gonna refer my map because getting around this town, especially this one, is so huge. Yes, the bread is all the way up here. I need to buy arrows and bolts also for my... rolls. One each. So yeah. How many? 50? Are they heavy? Let's go with 20. Oh, fuck. 9 rolls, okay. Shamina. Rolls. Can you go with 20? 3. Oh my god. No. No. Fuck it. Okay, I guess we don't have any space. 0.3 stone each. YOLO had some space. But yeah, we need to go to you to sell stuff. Even before getting arrows and stuff like 23 arrows, that's nice. You need bolts. Yeah, let's just buy them. It's YOLO or Shamino? I'm always confused between the two. I think it's YOLO. Crossbow bolts. How many dozens? 4. Oh no, he doesn't have money on him. $65. Oh, let's buy more. $10 dozens? $9 dozens. No, 2. 2. 9. Fuck off. Okay, we're good. No. Oh, move this. Interesting, we have one moonstone here. One, two, three, four, 5. Missing 3. I thought these would go one on top of the other. The food bag is which one? I think it's this bag, but there's nothing in this bag. Fuck it. Okay. Still some stuff that I left on the ground here that are there. Oh, maybe they batched them up together. No. Because I dropped multiple things here, a couple of shields, this boomerang there. The boomerang's still there, the shield.
This shit.
Whoa. It's going good, good. Cell, Dupree, Spear, yes. Spear, yes. Spear, yes. Spear, yes. Spear, yes. Spear, yes. We're done. Who wears swamp boots? This guy. Everybody now is gonna wear them. Camilio. Swamp boots for 10 gold. Yes. Swamp boots for 10 gold. Yes. Another swamp boots for 10 gold. Yes. Swamp boots. Yes, yes. Swamp boots. Swamp boots again. Yes, yes. That's too heavy. God damn it. Yeah, something like that. What are these swamp boots? I took a big dump in them. Okay. There you go. I need more because we're gonna recruit some more people. I need 2 more. Buy. Armor. Camilio. Exactly. Brass elm, leather armor, leather elm, ring mail, swamp boots. Everybody has ring mail or better. This is chain mail. This is scale mail. Why don't you have a mail, you dumbass? This is 4 damage. This is 5 damage. This guy didn't have any armor. What? This guy used to have a plate armor. I think I sold it. It's the only explanation. God damn it. Oh man. Yeah, Dupree had a full plate. Still need to sell these boomerangs. I could sell one of these. Scale mail. Where do they sell those? Move these. Can't carry. So what's gonna happen is I'm not gonna be the guy with the food.
I bet that really pisses you off.
This is the roll bag. Dupree? Not Shamino. Yeah, Blaine, you get the food. All these things onto Dupree. I think I could just drop these. What? Oh shit! Man, I was hearing some weird sounds coming from here, and she was just there, like looking at the opened window and going like you know, these little sounds that cat will do, like when they're just ready to attack. And I thought there would be some animal or maybe another cat there. I didn't see anything. No. But she could have jumped there. I remember one time in the stream she just jumped on the window there. That's just crazy. Anyways, okay, moving on. So yeah, even no, you need to keep this, but move this to you, move this to you. So I tried that and didn't do anything. Do we need to keep this? It's 1.4. This is kind of annoying. What? Blaine, keep the small boots. I'm a little overloaded. Keep the rope and the shovel. Dropping this on the ground. 45 or 52. Okay. The money is kind of heavy. I don't think I need this. Let's just drop it. So this is chainmail. Okay, and what he's selling is chainmail, right? Or it's scale mail. Begin combat. Big combat. Let's get the weapons. Club, dagger, spear, throwing axe, two-handed axe. Okay, let's save. Okay, let's go to another place. Let's look at where are the stores and just be simpler. If I want to buy, for example, some chainmail, which seem to be pretty good. You can find them in, buy them in Britain or Minnock. Like if I would want a plate mail, how expensive it is, I don't know. Plate mail, that's in Britain also. Yeah, let's go to Britain and buy some plate mail. And iron L. Chainmail's good too. It's also in Britain. And Kite Shields and Curve Eater are the same, except that the Kite Shield is a little tiny bit more heavy. So, did you guys hear me say I want to keep my car forever or something similar? Your car will get up to addition precision. Stealership? So you tried to get some money for it, and it was the guy didn't give you something for it. He didn't give you shit for it. That's possible. Oh man, shut up. Oh, it's night. Oh, it's just night. Like, I would like to go to sleep now without wasting my food. But no, we don't have any choice on the matter. It's kind of lame. Nine hours. I don't know, me. Oh, and I was so happy to get that shrine that gives strength and dexterity when the Shrine of Humility would only gives me dexterity. I thought it was +1, but no, it's +3 dexterity, and the other one is +1 strength, +1 dex. So yeah, I'm gonna get way more dex than anything. Because dex is again the most important stat. Strength in this game is actually a little more important because of the number of stuff that you can get on you. That's important. Like the fact that Dupree can have 26 on himself and 52 total. And for example, let's take Blaine, can only have 16 on him and 32 total. That's a huge difference. And that's only 16 strength compared to 26. Okay, there's a kind of huge difference there. Because 26, 22, yes, 26, this is 22, 22 is fine. So it's literally the number there. You need 20 something. 16 is kind of low. But still, I can all use, I still have some space. 30, I don't know, I'm done. Blaine is, this is pretty much the equipment he can have. But I should even put him on the... There you go. Okay, so we waited, but still need to wait a little bit more. What's that? Oh, it's a fire wand. Okay. Let's move this to you. Whoops. Dagger, spear, sword, two-handed sword. Nope. Cloth, chain mail, ether shield, iron elm, leather armor, plate mail. How much is a plate mail? What? I guess. I can't. Oh, wait a minute. Who can buy the... Okay, I'll buy one and see how many people can use it. Armor. Me. Plate. Yes. Yes. Okay. Oh, I can't drop it here. That's the thing. I need to drop it in the water. This thing is so fucking annoying. $20 out of 22. And he also has one of the best elements. I would also like to buy an iron element. YOLO can also do it. Blaine will not be able to. I guess YOLO could take the helmet and forget about the... Okay. Armor. Iron helmet. Yes. Yes. Plate mail. Yes. Yes. Are we done? Plate. This. No, we're not done. We need 2 other plate mails. How much money do we have? 500 bucks. It's too heavy. To whoever needs it, you. Yeah. We need 20 essentially if we want to use like sword, boom, 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 and this. I could buy another plate. What? I guess I need another plate. So much stuff on him, it's crazy. I could just drop it on it, bro. I hated that when you press drop, it goes back to you. It's so annoying. Okay.
I threw it on the ground.
Tab.
I threw it on the ground.
I almost fucking died. Yes. She's coming.
I'm an adult.
Too heavy. Oh my god.
I bet that really pisses you
Oh,
off.
this is starting to piss me off, indeed. Okay, but I think we're good. Just for... I don't care about that other piece of equipment there. And I guess you could also get the fucking helmet. But whatever. We need to sell all these things. But before selling all this... I'm gonna go get my other character. Yeah, we need mules. We need people to put stuff on. Oh shit. Who can pick this up? It's too heavy. YOLO? That was okay for him. Blaine? No. And these are chainmail. Chainmail and scale mail. And also quaff. Can I sell those to you? Chainmail. Okay, I want to keep at least 2, which will be the case if I do this. There you go. Okay. Okay, you don't sell any boomerangs. Where do they sell boomerangs? Oh, nowhere. Oh, in the Gargoyle lands. I don't give a shit. Let's drop all these then. Debris. Drop. Boom. There. Drop this there. Drop this there. Drop this there. Drop this there. This there. That's what I thought the rolls would do instead of just cluttering my inventory. These also are 0.3 stones per thing, so it's really annoying that the rolls don't do it. Okay, so we're going into Minnock. That's some heavy fruit. It's really stale, you know? It's almost a weapon. Hey! Don't come near me! Got some bread. When I look at the club, they actually look like fucking big breads. And yeah, I want to get my 2 characters that I want are actually all in Minnock, I think. Companions. Yeah, I want Gweno and Julia. Jana has kind of somewhat good stat, but she's already level 4, so she has less place to upgrade. Gweno and Julia all level 2. Both of them are in Minnock. So, we're going there. Guano? Nice, yeah. Guano. Oh yeah, it's right here. He's sleeping? What time is it? Okay. So we should be able to go in here without any problem. Yay! All the times that I thought this was annoying, and all I had to do is to buy a bunch of shoes. Where am I going? This doesn't seem to be the right way. I think this is one, right? Woman. I know you're Julia. We've talked before. I don't know why it still says woman when I talk to her. Julia is one. Yeah, Julia. You can come with us. You're the one. Yeah. Join. Yeah. Okay, Julia, and then Gweno will be the last character. Gweno is also a bard, so she'll have the exact same sprite as YOLO. That will be confusing. But she's last, so I don't know. She'll be just under Julia there. Okay, Julia. 60. Oh my god, you have nothing. Okay, let's put you some stuff. Put stuff on you. Boom. 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 I have another bow, yes. There we go, we're in business. Need some arrows. Blaine, go physical. She has 21 strength. That's pretty good. Yeah, she's gonna be long range, but eventually I'll put her in the front. Let's go with 40 arrows. Okay, so I can just dump stuff on there. Okay, this is twice her strength. Yep, you're the one who can't carry. It's 15 stone just for that. She's at 31 already. Okay. Oh, I can drop this. Well, I mean, this is a cool weapon. If I'm running out of ammo. Okay, and we have... No, we have more than that. $300. $300. Okay. Because at this point in the game, I'd like to get a ship and go to places I haven't been with that ship. Oh, where's my map? Yeah, like Buccaneer's Den or Serpent's Hole. There's one of the rooms. Well, okay, let's... yeah. I have every single one of the runes except one. So let's go to these other sacrificial... not sacrificial, but like these shrines. Go around the shrines and just see if I've done them all, you know. If I go here... Eh? Okay, Shrine of Honesty, we know we've done that. So Shrine of Humility, I'm pretty sure we've done that, but I'm gonna check it out just to be sure. I might have left the moonstone on it. Oh, I thought Humility was done. I guess it's not. Let's see. Oh shit! There's a ton of people here. Is it because we're more? Or... The guy is on the stone, how can that be? I'm not even sure I hit him now. They hit me. I'll concentrate on the little guys. Damn guys, oh, nobody's doing anything because I'm not in combat. Okay, yeah, let's restore. Combat mode. Oh, it says attack sword with... Okay, attack, okay. Somebody died. Wow. Okay, Julia's about to die, so I will need to control her. Oh, retreat. Great, there's retreat. That's awesome. Oh shit, we died. We died also. Oh, okay. I'm stupid. Okay. Because I was looking at the bunch of numbers and I thought the first one at top was me, but it was Dupree. We're full when we come here. So now I have to check like everybody all the time, just to be sure. Oh, somebody died. Tabarnak. Holy shit! I can't even go up here to see what's my health. Damn! Fuck that. Okay, let's move from here then. But do we can just seal this thing. We don't need to kill these dudes. I know which shrine it is. Oh yeah, it's humility. Honesty, valor, humility. Use this. L'homme. Get this. Now we're out of here. Bye bye. Next, spirituality. I'm pretty sure I don't have it. Where the fuck are we? Honesty, valor, justice, humility, sacrifice, honor, compassion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Spirituality is the only one I'm missing. Honesty, valor, justice, humility, sacrifice with the blood, honor, and compassion. Compassion was the first. This is actually nothing. I know that now. So let's save. Let's try to move around and kick some butts. If there's some butts to kick. Where the fuck are we? I guess this might be the only way to get to this shrine of spirituality. Huh. Okay. Shrine of Honor. Shrine of Honor, I need to put it. Use this. Yeah, here. Oh, I didn't get this one. There you go. Oh, 51 out of 52. Damn. Maybe move this wand to Julia. Oh, these keys. The rune seems to be eventually kind of heavy. I guess I don't need this anymore. Let's give it to Julia. This, I don't need it on myself. Let's give it to you. And then... yeah, I need to buy one more bag. Yeah, 1 bag of regions, 1 bag of miscellaneous stuff, 1 bag of food, which I don't even have. I need a 2nd bag of really useless miscellaneous, like quest items. And I guess I could just take this, remove it, 19, remove this from there, and this whole bag could be moved to, I don't know, Dupree. There you go. Now we have 40, 52, 35, 52, 42, 44, 37, 25, 32. Selling this would be nice. Okay. Next shrine would be the Shrine of Sacrifice, which I have the rune for. Use this here. Yeah, I decided to not pick up. I didn't say it, but I'll wait a little bit for Guano, just so that she gets level 3 or something, like, because it's a lot of people to deal with. Use, no, we're good here. And now the Shrine of Justice. This one has also been done. Shrine of Valor. Whoops. And now the Shrine of Compassion. Which is boop, boop, boop. Okay, the only one we're missing is the spirituality one. Let's confirm this. Let's go to the miscellaneous bag. We should have 7 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yay! This is a good sign. We should have 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Everything checks out. We're good. Okay, I'm gonna take a little break. I could go out and check that shrine of like that last room, but we've done enough ruining for now. I could go see if I'm ready to for some level up. At one of the shrines, I'm guessing I'm gonna get that shrine of the dexterity one. Yeah, here I can see it. Valor gives you +3 strength, that's it. Spirituality gives you +1 everything. Compassion gives you +3 dex. Honesty gives you +3 intelligence. So intelligence is for 2 things. The number of spell points, but if you're not a mage, it's very limited, so the bards have so little spell point. And so I'm essentially the only mage. I don't need 66 mages anyway. And but it's also useful for the damage that the wands will do. So I guess they use the intelligence as a base. Like they use the strength as a base for when you're attacking with strength-based weapon, like a hammer or a axe. I think dexterity is for swords and stuff like that. But dexterity is also to avoid getting hit. So it is very, very, very important. Definitely the most important stat. Dexterity affects how fast the character moves and attacks. It also determines the hit rate at most weapons. So it's super important. Character moves, that means that... because sometimes like I'll move and then the pre will move and then I'll move again. So I guess that's dexterity. So everybody now will go for this dexterity, and eventually we might go with some strength for some of the characters. And the game makes it that compassion is actually the first shrine that you encounter and that they tell you to work on. And this is the one that gives you +3 dex, so it's kind of cool that they do that. The humility one gives you nothing. So the humility one will actually level you up, but it won't give you anything. Okay, so I just saved the game three times in a row. I think that's enough. We're gonna take a break and be back. And by the way, after we're done with this at about 10:30, 11, I'll switch to Battletech. See you in a minute.
We'll build a
back.
We're back. Okay. And also maybe dump some of these things. Well, maybe these two things. No. 6. It's just gonna be easier to do this. Boom. Okay, use. Use this. On Shrine of Compassion, which is here. Talk to it. Yes. Emilio, speak the mantra of compassion. Mo. No. I thought Blaine would at least get a level. Julia's not even close for sure. What's level 3? I don't know. Maybe 500 or something. Level 6. 26, 26. Only 26 decks? That makes no sense. That means I leveled once and was at strength dexterity 1. I guess I started level 5, that makes sense. Okay, that checks out. 26, 26, that's pretty crazy. But then I want to focus on strength soon. Like he's level 5, yeah, he only has 3 levels left, so yeah. The 3 other levels will be only strength. 26 is just great. But we're still gonna continue on dexterity for you though. Same thing with you, 30. $24 dex, that's nice. Okay. Okay. Let's go buy a boat. Oh no, first of all, let's look at my notes. Let's see what we need, what we've done. Take Book of Prophecies, that's done. But that led us to Penumbra possibly being done. That's done. Another room with Penumbra. Okay, that's done also. A lot of stuff is done. All this. Okay, Maria needs both tablets. She has 1 to translate book. And that's it. She didn't... Oh, ask gypsies about tablet. I need the blue and violet lens. The violet one is broken. British wants the Wizard of Oz book. A new magician lives silk weave shop. Oh, in New Magician lives a silk weaver named Charlotte. But I might have knew. Okay, Minoc. Michelle Louise Basket needs plan, okay. Troy the clockmaker knows gears. Dale is a glass blower. Selganor has runes. Join guild 2-step. That's all done. That's all done. Isabella is the mayor. Julia can teach the... That's all done. Stones. And apparently they know flying can be achieved by anyone, which doesn't make any sense. Ascara Bray, spirituality. Rune were in possession of Gwen, so that's done. Inn is haunted. No, it's not. This is the place that we're not done with. Gideon at the inn is full of stories about Gwen dying with amulet, which he gave to Marne. Horace alchemist who lives on Isle tell about language, but he didn't tell us about anything. So Marnie has some amulets, but Marnie is the ghost, I think. In Lyceum, Xiao can teach. Yeah, we did that. Intrinsic, Empath Highway, Wine Drunk, Stephanie Blind. Mo wants a shovel. I think he got it. I wrote. I do have a shovel. I could give it to him. I don't know how to give it. Maybe just talk to him. Glenn should pay. Yeah. Ask Mandrake about virtues. We did that already. Dr. Cat wants Snillwit's book. Ask him about Duck. And that is Tanith that told us that. They sell cheese here. Mantroism pub, that is done. Need help with Rune in the hole, that is done also. The gypsies stole Natalia's locket and map from Sylvana. There's a lady on an island that can make big fans. And that's pretty much it. Not much information. Not even information on like where to go. Finding the gypsies could be interesting. There's that duck thing. But that's in Paw. I need to walk there. I'm lazy and I don't want to walk. And here I also have Shrine of Codex, Shrine of Control. Oh, I thought these would... Okay. What is Shrine of the Codex? Shrine of Diligence, Shrine of Control, Shrine of Passion. Let's go there. Let's go to these weird shrines. Like from here, I can go to Shrine of Passion. What the fuck is that? Oh yeah, I guess this is in the underworld. Yeah, this looks particularly dangerous. Let's look around. What's going on? Things are exploding. Oh yeah, we've been here. So these guys have no... I was told that if you have a face, this will lower my karma. Okay, let's restore. Not taking any chances. Because I know that eventually you get to the gargoyles and you can make friends with them. I don't know how, I just know that this happens in this game. So I don't want to disturb too much. Like if I could look at my karma and be like, oh, I don't give a shit, or see when it goes up and down, but and I have problem with karma in other of the Ultima games, and apparently it's also a thing in this game. You need a minimum of 75 karma, which I'll never know how much karma I have, unless I might be able to use like a save game editor just to see. Okay, so I thought you could go to some of the dungeons, but no, to go to the dungeons you need to go by yourself. Because apparently in this game there's also the same like the seed dungeons and all these other dungeons. Are they on this map? They might be. I mean, I can reference the old maps and try to find it with that. For example, if I try to find Dungeon Deceit. Like, where's that? I think Ultima 4. There's great maps of Ultima 4 where it states every single place. Yeah, Deceit. Oh, it's in the water. Okay, so I guess I need a boat anyway. It's not all the dungeons that exist. Even from here I can see Dungeon Deceit, Dungeon Despise. And that's kind of it. There's a swamp cave where the mage Grindel live in Ultima 5. I don't remember. Okay, since we don't have any information to these things, I'm just gonna teleport to Britannia. I'm gonna use a boat. I rate your karma at 3. No. So if I want to get rid of this raft here, I think I could drop it here. There you go. It's there. Is it gonna stay there? Is that raft important in the game? In the items here, they do specify some useless items. The raft is not there. So I don't know. Ultima 6 raft. It's useful, but I don't think I need it. Rafts resurface in Ultima 6 because they were in 1, still having no weapons of any sort but able to accommodate a full party. And you can bring it with you, which is kind of nice, but it only goes into one direction. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that raft. It was like 15 stones. Ah, these are the gypsies. Are you shitting me? You see a lively soul of a gypsy with a bit of a wild look at him. Yeah, we haven't seen these guys in a while. Okay, yeah, I have some things to ask you. Okay, Mr. Gypsy. What about the locket? Locket. Why worry yourself with that? Perhaps you'd like to look over some of the fine regions I have to sell. No, locket. Nathaniel. Map. Sylvana. I guess. Tablet. Oh, I believe I tell you, but it's a hard life sometimes being a gypsy. Willing to pay 10 gold? Yeah. Some Gorgio called. Okay, this is super important. Tablet. Some Gorgio Captain John brought it to Lyceum. Are you fucking kidding me? We were ambushed by Captain Hawkins. Okay. Okay, so fuck that. The only important thing is Captain Hawkins. The tablet was broken in two during the scuffle. The pirates got away with a bigger raft. Hawkins. Hawkins might have second half. Hawkins took my finest earrings as well. I spit on his mother's grave. Okay. Hawkins also has Zoltan's earrings. Most likely they went to Buccaneer's Den with their loot. Oh, that's pretty much where I was going. Okay, so Buccaneer's Den. We took the corner of the tablet that they missed to the Lyceum and sold it to Maria. Yeah, we know that. Okay, that's fine. Maria. Lyceum. Logo. Yeah, whatever. Okay, Gorgio and John. Hawkins also. And then also Gorgio. Okay. And then John. Captain John, I talked to him when he gave us the silver tablet for Maria. He's madder than a gremlin, claims he's been living with the gargoyles. Okay, that's some weird information. Captain John has been living with gargoyles. He split the tablet. He talks as if there's nothing evil about them. He said the tablet had something to do with translating. Oh, I think I know who this Captain John is then. Isn't he like that other language? Oh, that's the alchemist. That's an alchemist. But he's an alchemist. Tablet. I don't know. Maybe it's the same guy. He was a pirate. He was a captain. Translate. Hawkins. It's the lowest scum I've ever met. Then it's no place for another soul like you. But if you're determined to go, here it's an island due east of Pause. Pain it. No, that's you. You see a mysterious gypsy woman wearing an ankh pendant. Locket. Map. Sylvania. Sylvana, that's what I have. These are the only gypsies. The gypsy stole Natalia's locket and the map. Nathan, no doubt. Pendant. Ankh. She can tell us about our future, I guess. Path, War, and Rogue. The War tile is particularly striking. Depicts a dragon and a tiger, each about to bite the other tails. Britannia is on the path towards all-out war. That is plain enough. The Rogue is one who would go against the wishes of his lord to find another path. If you consult the tiles another time, perhaps it will have more to say about your future. Paths. Paths. My path leads to Paw as soon as I have time to visit there. Oh, Karina, you wanted to know about, maybe you know about the map. Map? Rocket. Nathan. Sylvain. But you were looking for Penumbra, right? Yes, I have. So glad to hear she's okay. She throws her arms around you and kisses you on the cheek. Okay. Maybe these things are not important. Because, like, I don't know why I'm looking for these things. It's just a thing I know. Somebody said, oh, they stole my locket, so... I think it's a quest item, maybe it's not. Okay, let's get a ship. See a sign but good-natured man. Gives me the devil sign. Name, no, just buying. How much is a ship? 300 bucks. That's pretty much what I have right now. How much money do we have? $3, and that's all with all the money I gave to that gypsy. Also, you know. Oh, we have a map here. What? Oh no, that's my deed for the ship. There's things here I could sell. At least these two things. These are scale mail. Scale mail can be sold in Minok. So yeah, let's do that. I need to put it there. Nope. I think that's Gweno. Ah, oh, come on, where is it? Just gonna close shop. Nope, not in there. Fuck. How the fuck did I miss that? It's like here. Ah! Don't go to sleep yet. Sell. Sell. Oh, I'm reloading. Shops. No. Okay. Julia. Scale mail. Yes. Scale mail. Yes. Keeping the rest. Do we have anything else we can sell? Oh, no Solomon. No, that's pretty much it. The raft is still there.
Check it out. I am the ultimate badass. State of the badass art. You do not want to fuck with me.
Hey, let me take a dab. Hello, welcome. I should change that. I've been wanting to change that for a while now. I guess you're saying this is a good game and not Good game, Camilio. Okay. We have the deal and everything. We just need to get the boat. Use. A deed is required. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so southeast of here we have. Oh, there's an island there, but I don't think there's anything on it. There seems to be something on it. Let's see. So you get out of this thing. Like, you can't see shit. It's crazy. Look at that. You can't see fuck. Woo! I hate the music in the boat. Okay. This doesn't even look like... Oh, okay, it is. It seems there's something here. Around here. I can't see it. So, I guess it's nothing. Can't see shit. Okay, let's move on. What are these though? What's this? Is that just the tile that's made like that? Are they moving? Like, what's this here? Am I hallucinating pixels? Maybe. Okay, where's my boat? Out of range. Out of range. There's a bunch of islands here, and some of them seem to have some stuff on them, so let's explore. So yeah, salt here. Just go east a little bit, and then sun. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's the other island. Oh, there you go. That's what I saw. I wasn't sure. It looked like a glitch, but it wasn't. It can do 30 points of damage. Oh, can I attack with the ship? A deed is required. Oh, that's funny. That's nothing. Maybe that's the shipwreck they were talking about. A deed is required. It's a magical security system. I can't believe my torch right now is just illuminating enough so that I can go around with this shit like that. It makes no fucking sense. Doesn't seem to be anything here. And there's a third one south here. I don't think there's anything on these islands. I'm just not taking any chances. It's not like there's a million of them. I like that they go out, they dance a little bit, and then we can move. Oh yeah, it was definitely a good idea, and it did reduce the scale of the world, but it's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I actually appreciate that, but like this sucks though. This sucks so hard. Like what the fuck? You need gems. But if you go due east from Paw, you will eventually reach Buccaneer's Den. You can't miss it. I might miss it. So we're moving right now. It's difficult to tell, but we are moving. I almost want to save and use a gem because I'm not sure. Oh fuck! I was about to pass in front of it. Can you believe it? I almost missed it. Where would I have ended up? So, Buccaneer's Den, apart from that, there's New Magintia, but I could teleport there, so we've been there anyway. Then there's... well, there's a Dungeon Deceit. And... is that it? That seems to be it, like in terms of what you can do with the boat, really. It's not that useful. It's literally for two things. Oh, I don't know what this is. This looks interesting. Although there's Serpent Hold also. Oh, and there's a castle there, the old castle. Oh no, okay, there's other things, but less so than the other Ultimas, for sure. Okay, I think here is a good spot.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Hello, Whoopster! Thanks for the follow. Ugh. This song sucks. Usually when I do this, it changes the song. You can see a cannon does 90 points of damage. Oh, which reminds me. Attack with ship cannon. Yeah. And it does 30 damage, which is not great. Oh, it's nighttime. Well, explore the town a little bit during night. Wake up, everybody! I'm home. It's the Avatar. I came to save you all. The evil gargoyles. Get up, get up. Lazy bastards. Oh, there's weapons here. Guess there's some good stuff in there, but that would be considered stealing, right? Powder lit? What? Okay, that's how it works. There's nothing in there. Nothing. Nothing. Let's lit everything. Ah! Oh my god! Oh my god, Blaine, you're dead! That's gruesome. Awesome. Okay. Oh, is it morning? It is morning. Okay, let's see. Are you awake? Anybody? Cannonballs. Can I pick them up? I feel I could use the cannon here. Just for fun. I'm gonna try it. Choose cannon. Yeah, and I just shot this thing, I think. Let's see if I can destroy it. Oh shit! It did 1 damage. This is supposed to do 90 damage. It can do 90 points of damage. Or she was at 60? Maybe. It had to be her. I like to see the explosion, but... oh well. Still Still sleeping. Okay, who are you? You see a shifty-eyed character. He carries a cane and walks with a slight limp. He takes your measure, looking you over from head to toe. What do you want? What's your name? I'm sure that's the guy. Who wants to know? Camilio. Fine, Camilio. If that's what your name really is, you can call me Omer. I once sailed a ship called Empire under Captain Hawkins. So I think Omer... I wrote, like about the language here. I wrote Horus. Maybe it wasn't Horus. Maybe it was him. Empire. It was wrecked on Cape southwest of here, not too far from Serpent's Hold. She's snoring. I think she's snoring. His eyes light up with hatred, the artless bastard. He was killed by his own men, and it was no worse than he deserved. He hesitates and adds quickly, "Of course, I had nothing to do with it." So Hawkins, map. You've got an awful lot of questions. Why don't care to talk to you about map? Okay. Oh. Tablet. Right. Who sent you? Zoltan. I see. He screws his face up into an even more suspicious expression than before. Just why do you want to know about it anyway? The language. Right? That's why? You're not a member of the guild. I don't have to tell you anything. No? Guild. Go ask Budo. And didn't hear that from me. Okay. Buccaneers Den. What's your name? What's your name? Omer. Omer. Was with Hawkins. Wants me to be part of guild to talk about tablet. I think that's what's going on. And we need to talk to Bruno to be part of that. Okay. A giant of men with a solemn stare. Hello to you. Name? Petrov. No. No, I don't like you, man. Charismatic man with engaging smile. I sell ale, mead, wine, and rations. Oh, are there more than what I have? I have $3. I have $73. But we're not gonna buy, so I don't think I asked for your job. At the end, okay. Good riddance. You see a scarred man with a gap-toothed grin and a large calloused and calloused. What would it be? What's your name? Enric. Enric the Hammer. Enric. I prefer Hammer. They call me that because I got a good left. And my mother said I was thick. You can buy his arm from me and sell me or your stuff. Club, dagger, mango, oil flash, throwing axe. Nope. Cloth, leather. Wow, that is shitty. You see a strong, sinewy woman with a hard look about her. Welcome, welcome. Fantrissa. Strong name, as strong as the sea. Beautiful thing, but a jealous man he is. The sea? Many call her female. If you ask me, men are much more unpredictable. And we're back here. Oh, what's your name? You see a woman with a slightly sea-worn look but delicate hands. Good morning to you. Captain. Oops. That's Scalawag. He went down to the other side of the world to join up with the gargoyles. Dirty traitor. Foul creature they are. One of them attacked my ship once. He flew off with the am before anyone was. Yes, he stole my am, and I dined on biscuits. That's right. I'm captain of the Golden Hind. She's the finest ship I ever had the pleasure of sailing. Golden. Life on the sea is the only eye for me. Alas, the eye needs serious repair. What did you say also? Sailing. Sail. Yeah. Golden? Okay. Let's keep myself occupied on the land. Perhaps I could join you. No, you're not good. No use that. Can I talk to you about Hawkins? What about John? I've got another question. Okay. Yodeling Joanne. I've still got bruises from the last time I tried yodeling. I have to like sing songs for the Pira, for Sailor, for the pirates. I'm gonna find sailors while he knows the voice. By the way, if you happen to run across Bond or Ibarra or Hawkins. Don't tell them I'm here. What's your name? Songs, Pirate Sailor, Move, Song, Ballooning. And the man the moon said was quite a tune. Now one fine day in July, a young man went ballooning the rest of the glory, or fall to his doom. Just one thing will I say of the sport of ballooning. On the ground will I stay, while the ground balloon. And that's just not nonsense. They gave me an idea for a song. I read about it in the book. Sail. That's about it. This guy's a swashbuckler. So I guess these guys will get up eventually. Oh, there's one more people here. You see an uncomfortable looking man sitting behind a cup of tea. Hello, his gaze darts from side to side, lingering longingly on the mugs of ale his fellow patrons are gulping down. I'm Captain Elad. No, that is not that it's any business of yours. Captain. When you say captain, all the pirates at a turn to you expectedly. When they realized you weren't talking to them, they returned to their business. It was a terrible ordeal. We were sailing just off Border March when the whole island started shaking. Must have been one of those earthquakes. Island. The whole island sank beneath the waves. We were caught in the huge whirlpool left in its wake. I was one of the lucky few to swim clear, but my ship's on the bottom of the ocean now, and that's the honest truth. Yeah, I know. Border March. Border. Now she's gone. Earth. Yes, they started soon after Lord British was rescued from the underworld. British. I toast him with you, but this he just really described me of this cup is hardly fitting. Rescue. Thomas Bold exploits. I am the Avatar. Shaking, earthquake, shaking. All island sent me the waves were gone the whirlpool. I don't like to think. Wait, before you go, I was wondering, do you know the mantra of honesty? Yeah, I can bring that up for you. Yes. I'm trying to find out what it is so that I can better myself. I'll give you 5 gold if you tell me. Is it a deal? Yes. What is it? HM. Thank you! Now my meditation will succeed at last! You see a handsome gentleman immaculately dressed. I'm Captain Fox of the Silken Stag. We just stopped off here for some supplies and a drink. Well, maybe 3. I saw the wide sea to the edge of the world and back again. Of course, I'm also known for the paintings. World. Going too far off, maybe you'll fall off. Paint. What about Hawkins? Okay. John. That lunatic? I hear he went underground seeking the gargoyles, but he fled from the first one he encountered. Nobody knows where he is now. Well, that's not what I heard. What did you heard? I'm having a brain fart. What were we talking about? I thought it was Hawkins. But isn't that exactly what you asked? Oh no, it's Dr. John. That fool, he was captured by gargoyles. I hear they dragged him down into Itlot and nobody's seen. Wow. So is Hawkins even here? I just need to be part of the guild for that. But I need to find Bruno or whatever. Bruno. Is that you? That would be weird. And she's up now. Smartly dressed woman. On the hind, okay. No, I talked about repair. I didn't ask you to come with me. Oh. if I say John, what does he say? I guess that also works. Gargoyle. Budo. 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 Now it seems that everybody is awake. That's not him. Who the fuck is Budo? Everybody is at the inn anyway. Every single person of this island is here. So I guess Budo is not here. Maybe in Serpent's Hole. It's another place that you can only get by ship. Okay, did I write it down? No. Okay, so here we have this guy, which is called Omer. So Omer, for tablet info, wants us to be part of another guild. See Budo. And I don't know where this Budo is. But I think this will be for another stream. So that's it for this tonight, but we're jumping into Battletech. So we'll just cut this out, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Stay tuned.